Yo, this your boy Shamantruths, just bringing you guys another video. I just kept getting downloads about not being too nice, being cutthroat when it comes to you reinforcing boundaries and maintaining space and peace to yourself, and keep that respect towards you from other people you may not even know. All right, you're gonna have to be a little cold. People respect people that are cold-blooded, that are cutthroat, in terms of like not playing. You can't be out here playing around. You know what I'm saying? You can't be a little too passive in these stages, because some people are going to mistake your silence as submission. So right now, this is the time to shake shit up. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're telling me. Like, you going to have people that's going to mistake your silence as submission. You just going to have to let them know. Not beat their ass, but let these motherfuckers know. That's what I'm saying. You ain't got to come in all nice and all respectful and to get your point across. Sometimes you got to let a nigga know, hey, bro, get the fuck away from me, or problems will arise. Sometimes you got to let a nigga know that. Sometimes you got to let a nigga know you're going to have to be cutthroat and unapologetic in this season. I've talked about this to get your respect, because as you're elevating, people are starting to think it's sweet, the people that don't know you. Because what they feel is high vibration, they feel all this light. All they picking up is bitch. Oh, I can take advantage of this person, but really, all that's telling you is that person works for themselves. That's not telling you that this person's vulnerable or gullible, but that's what they're picking up from your high vibration. So sometimes you gotta let a motherfucker know this shit ain't sweet over here. Just like what Devin Haney did to Brian Norman Sr. and Brian Norman Jr. Shout out to my boy Devin Haney. I was really scared for my boy Devin. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't wanna out publicly up front root for Devin, but deep down inside, niggas know I ride for Devin. Don't get me wrong, I fuck with Norman Jr. and I fuck with Norman Sr., but let's just keep it a stack, man. I've been riding with Devin. I've been knowing Devin longer, so you know I'm gonna ride with Devin. But when it's public, meaning like, you know, no bullshit, my emotions out of it, on paper, I'm rooting for both of them. The two black brothers, the two Americans, I don't know if they're indigenous, but I could tell they're probably indigenous or aboriginal root. You know what I mean? Two brothers from America fighting each other. No, on paper, I'm a root for my man, both of them. But for my soul of souls, I root for Devin. Just because he's a pure boxer and he went through a lot of bullshit. And he had to show Brian Norman Jr. a little disrespect, because Brian Norman Jr. was disrespecting Devin, kept saying, I'm going to kill you, boy. He said a whole bunch of shit. And just to have his ass embarrassed by Devin Haney, that same person he was disrespecting, just to get disrespected by him, that humbles a person. That humbles people. So that's what you're doing. This is you humbling motherfucker season, all right? You supposed to be out here humbling motherfuckers, because people think shit's sweet. Just like how Brian Norman Sr. thought shit was sweet. Just like how Brian Norman Jr. thought shit's sweet. But it ain't sweet. That shit ain't sweet. That's how you gotta come. You gotta come like Debo Dev. We gotta come like Debo Dev. That's how we coming. Well, we coming like Debo Dev. Niggas thought it was funny. Look, niggas thought it was funny before the fight, but after the fight, nobody laughing. Debo Dev. Debo Dev. People thought shit was funny before the fight, but after the fight, motherfuckers missing, motherfuckers ain't laughing. You know, that's how you coming. You shut niggas up for good. But that's gonna take for you to be a little bit cutthroat. That's gonna take for you to be like Debo Dev. That's gonna take for you to be like a little bit like Mayweather, not giving a fuck. You know, I respect some of the greats, because some of the greats were some of the biggest villains, the people I fuck with when it come to this sports shit. You know, when it come to this, when it comes to certain things, because I'm a big fan of Floyd in the ring. I ain't gonna front. Not a big fan, but I fuck with Floyd. I fuck with Floyd in that ring. I don't like Floyd, the Masonic Floyd. I don't like that Floyd, but in the ring, Floyd, like, yeah. I respect that guy, because I learned a lot from Floyd. Shout out to Floyd. But that's how we coming, man. We coming like Money May. We coming like Money May. We shutting these niggas up. That's how you want to come in, bro. We're coming in like Debo Dev. Shutting niggas up. Shutting the haters up. Humbling these motherfuckers. Because these same people that's been disrespecting you, you gonna be putting them on their ass. Or if you not, you're called to start putting these niggas on their asses. I'm telling you, man, this is not the time to get all turn the other cheek type of shit. This is not that time. No, today it's the time to let these niggas know I ain't the one. That's that type of time to let these niggas know I ain't the one. I ain't never been the one. You're going to have to start being a little bit cutthroat, though. Because these motherfuckers think it's sweet. Because I'm telling you, man, you're elevating. People walking past you. Some of these people, all they feel is high vibrations. And then they feel like lick. Oh, I could take advantage of this person. I could treat this dude any type of way. Or he seems naive. That's when you let him know. That's when you be like Debo Dev. You come up with that check left. Like Devin did the other day. Boy, Devin knocked Norman down the other day. I swear, Brian Norman Jr. was in that bitch spooked. Out of all people, you wouldn't have thought Devin Haney would have had Brian Norman Jr. spooked. You would have said that's the other way around, I promise you. You could have asked 90% of people, maybe 80% of people, predictions before that fight, they had Brian Norman Jr. as the favorite. They would have never told you that Debo would have took that nigga down. Not even me, bro. I was scared for that boy. I'm deep down. I'm rooting for both, but I'm deep down inside. I'm like, dude, Devin, I don't like this fight for Devin. It seems like a tough fight. Just because of all the antics, his last fight, I'm just worried. I'm worried for the guy deep down inside. Nobody would have thought that he would have showed out on motherfucking Brian Norman. Nobody expected it, and that's what they're not expecting you. They're not expecting you to show out and turn up. They're not expecting it. It's going to be a big shocker. It's going to be a big shocker where motherfuckers are going to know to respect you. Motherfuckers are going to know it ain't going to be no if buts about it. It's just certain niggas you don't fuck with, but motherfuckers think shit sweet. Motherfuckers think shit sweet, so you gonna have to start showing niggas. You gonna have to start checking niggas at the door. No more letting niggas take their shoes off and then check them. No, we checking niggas at the door, nigga. We checking niggas at the door. Straight up. That's how you gonna maintain your respect and your peace and your boundaries. Is to keep enforcing them. Keep staying cutthroat on certain motherfuckers in certain situations in certain places, because you already know them places are lurking. There's certain places that you already know what type of time you want. Like you going to a Walmart or a fast food joint. You already know what type of energy that brings. You feel me? But let's say you go to a park. You know what I mean? You already know what type of energy you bring, because you know it's more peaceful there. Shit like that. You just got to know how the environment come in, then you match that environment in a way where you can neutralize something if it come out. You feel me? That's how we coming. What I'm letting you know, you ain't got to be all respectful and all understanding to a motherfucker that's trying to not understand you or disrespect you. No, sometimes you got to march on through, and if you hurt them, you hurt them. Because they're trying to hurt you intentionally. Sometimes you just got to go forward without giving a fuck. Straight up. But that's about it, man. That's your boy Shamantruths. I done dropped that for my people, man. I'm out. Peace.